Before we start, if you have ideas for future videos you want me to make, drop them in the comments right now. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Imagine opening your browser, typing a question into a search bar, and instead of digging through 10 blue links, ads, SEO spam, and outdated blog posts, you instantly get a clear, personalized answer that actually solves your problem. That's not the future anymore. That's right now. And today, I'm going to show you why you might want to stop using Google as your default tool and start using AI instead. Because the way we find information is changing faster than most people realize. For more than 2 decades, traditional search engines have trained us to think in keywords. You type a phrase, you scan results, you click links, you compare information, and eventually you piece together an answer yourself. That process worked when the internet was smaller and content was more human. But the modern web is crowded with content farms, affiliate pages, AI-generated articles, aggressive ads, and search engine optimization tricks designed to rank high rather than actually help you. The irony is that search engines were built to help you find knowledge, but today you often spend more time filtering noise than gaining clarity. This is exactly where AI tools are beginning to replace the old model. The biggest shift is that AI doesn't just search, it understands. When you use a conversational AI, you're not looking for links anymore. You're asking for outcomes. You're asking for explanations, summaries, recommendations, comparisons, strategies, and solutions. Instead of doing research, you delegate research. Instead of reading 5 articles, you read 1 answer. Instead of guessing what keywords to use, you just speak naturally like you would to a person. This changes everything about productivity, learning, and decision-making. One of the most powerful examples is OpenAI's ChatGPT. What makes it different from search is that it acts like an intelligent assistant rather than an index of websites. You can ask complex multi-step questions, refine your request sources, change tone, ask for simplifications, or even ask it to challenge your assumptions. It becomes interactive thinking rather than passive searching. Students use it to understand difficult topics. Entrepreneurs use it to brainstorm business ideas. Programmers use it to debug code. And everyday users rely on it to plan trips, write emails, or learn new skills. The value isn't just speed, it's cognitive leverage. You're essentially borrowing an extra brain. Another major player is Perplexity AI, which blends AI conversation with real-time web sources. This addresses one of the biggest criticisms of AI tools, which is accuracy and freshness. Instead of forcing you to open multiple tabs, it summarizes current information and provides citations in a single interface. The experience feels like search evolved into something smarter rather than being replaced entirely. For many people, this is already becoming the default way to research topics because it cuts research time dramatically. Then there's Microsoft's Copilot ecosystem, which integrates AI directly into productivity tools. Imagine searching for information while writing a document and having the answer appear without leaving your workflow. Imagine analyzing spreadsheets with natural language instead of formulas. Imagine summarizing meetings instantly. This is where AI becomes less of a tool you visit and more of an environment you live in. Search used to be an activity. AI turns it into a capability that exists everywhere. Creative tasks are also shifting away from traditional search. If you wanted design inspiration before, you might browse images for hours. Now tools can generate concepts instantly. Writers used to research structures and examples. Now they can co-create drafts with AI. Marketers used to analyze competitors manually. Now AI can break down strategies in seconds. The pattern is consistent across industries. The barrier between idea and execution is shrinking. Another interesting tool is Anthropic's Claude, which is known for strong reasoning and long document understanding. You can upload entire reports, research papers, or contracts and get insights quickly. This goes far beyond what search engines were designed for. Search helps you find documents. AI helps you understand them. That difference might seem subtle, but it's transformative in practice. Productivity platforms are also evolving. Tools like Notion with integrated AI features allow you to manage knowledge, generate content, and organize information in one place. Instead of searching externally and copying information into your workspace, the intelligence lives inside your workspace. The workflow becomes seamless. The friction disappears. So why is this happening now? There are a few reasons. First, AI models have reached a level where they can interpret context and intent with surprising accuracy. Second, computing power and data availability have made large-scale models practical. Third, user expectations have changed. People want answers, not links. Convenience always wins in technology adoption, and AI is simply more convenient for many tasks. However, this doesn't mean traditional search engines are useless. They still excel for navigation, local information, shopping comparisons, and finding specific websites. But for learning, research, brainstorming, planning, and problem-solving, AI often provides a faster path. The real shift isn't that search disappears. It's that search becomes one option among many, rather than the default starting point. There's also a psychological aspect. When you search traditionally, you're alone with information. When you use AI, you feel like you're collaborating. That sense of partnership changes motivation and creativity. People experiment more, ask more questions, and explore ideas they might have abandoned before. It lowers the cost of curiosity, and curiosity is one of the biggest drivers of innovation and personal growth. Another advantage is personalization. AI can adapt to your level of knowledge, your goals, your preferences, and your style. If you're a beginner, it simplifies. If you're advanced, it goes deeper. Search engines treat everyone the same. AI treats you as an individual. Over time, this personalization can compound into significant productivity gains. Speed is also crucial. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have. If AI saves you even 30 minutes per day, that's over 180 hours per year. That's weeks of extra time. Imagine what you could do with that. Learn a new skill, start a side project, spend more time with family, or simply reduce stress. Technology isn't just about capability, it's about reclaiming time. There are concerns, of course. Accuracy, bias, hallucinations, and over-reliance are real issues. AI should be used thoughtfully, especially for critical decisions. But these challenges are improving rapidly as models evolve and verification tools become more integrated. Every major technology shift has gone through a similar phase. Early internet information wasn't always reliable either, yet it transformed the world. One of the most exciting aspects is accessibility. AI lowers barriers for people who previously lacked resources or expertise. Someone without programming knowledge can now build tools. Someone without design skills can create visuals. Someone without formal education can learn complex topics interactively. This democratization of capability could have massive global impact over time. Businesses are also adapting quickly. Customer support, marketing, research, coding, analytics, and operations are all being augmented by AI. Companies that adopt early gain efficiency advantages. Individuals who learn these tools early gain career advantages. Historically, those who adapt to technological shifts first often benefit the most. If you're wondering how to start, the key is experimentation. Use AI for everyday questions instead of searching. Ask it to explain news topics, ask it to summarize articles, ask it to help plan projects, ask it to critique your ideas. The more you interact, the more you understand its strengths and limitations. Think of it like learning to use a powerful new instrument. Skill develops with practice. There's also a mindset shift required. Instead of thinking, "What should I search?" you start thinking, "What outcome do I want?" That subtle change moves you from information gathering to solution seeking. It's a more intentional approach to technology. Another emerging trend is multimodal AI, where you can combine text, images, audio, and even video in a single interaction. You can show a photo and ask questions about it. You can upload documents and ask for analysis. You can generate visuals from descriptions. This expands the concept of search into something far more dynamic and interactive. Looking ahead, the integration of AI into operating systems, browsers, and devices will likely accelerate adoption even more. Instead of opening separate apps, intelligence will be embedded everywhere. The line between tool and assistant will blur. At that point, traditional search as we know it may feel outdated, similar to how phone books feel today. But the most important takeaway isn't about technology. It's about leverage. AI tools amplify human capability. They don't replace thinking, they extend it. People who learn to collaborate with AI effectively will often outperform those who don't, just like people who learned to use the internet early gained advantages decades ago. Before we wrap up, I'd like you to tell me in the comments whether you still use traditional search the most, or if you've already started switching to AI tools and which ones you use. Your experiences might help others discover new ways to work smarter. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss upcoming content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.